Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Darren Solomon from Cineplex to the stage.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Darren Solomon. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Creative Strategy at Cineplex Digital Media. Everyone can hear me okay, I assume? I'm honored to be here this afternoon to commemorate our ongoing partnership with Canada's Walk of Fame and the official unveiling of Scott Moyer's Hometown Star. I've been a member of the Cineplex family for over 10 years and had the distinct privilege of working closely with Canada's Walk of Fame to initiate and launch the Hometown Stars program. As Canada's only movie exhibitor with theaters in every province, our sponsorship of this program makes perfect sense. With a network of 165 theaters across the country, we are uniquely positioned to honor Canada's most influential women and men in the cities they call home. Most importantly, our ongoing partnership with Canada's Walk of Fame enables us to connect on a local level with the many communities in which we operate. Cineplex has a long history with Canada's Walk of Fame, and together we have proudly acknowledged and celebrated the many successes and achievements from our homegrown talent, from pioneers in film and the arts, to leaders in the business community who have transformed the landscape, to beloved Canadian athletes who represented our country on national and global platforms. Which brings us to today's presentation. Scott Moyer is not only one of the most successful Canadian ice dancers of all time and one of the most decorated Olympic figures in history, along with his longtime partner Tessa Virtue, Scott has played a significant role in bringing ice dancing to the forefront as he shattered records, earned countless championship titles, and infused new energy and life into the sport in his long and remarkable journey of success. His athletic achievements are outweighed only by the passion and talent he brings to the ice and the respect and admiration he has earned from Canadians as we have rallied behind him through these many years. The presentation of his star this afternoon adds to Scott's extensive collection of well-deserved awards, honors, and achievements, and gold medals, and I am proud to be here on behalf of Cineplex as part of this special presentation. With that, I'd like to welcome the Mayor of Middlesex Centre, Ida DeViet.
Good afternoon. It's wonderful to see so many people here to help celebrate again. So on behalf of the Municipality of Middlesex Centre and especially Ilderton, I'd like to welcome you all here so that we can recognize our champions. This morning as I was listening to the CBC, I heard Scott mention ice and the Ilderton Arena, and thought it's really fitting that this is the place that everything could happen, and I hope it had something to do with the quality of ice too, while we're talking about ice. So on behalf of the community here and in our municipality, I'd like to thank you for all of your hard work and the determined efforts you put forward. You're an inspiring couple for so many young people, and I was asked in another interview about the impact of what you've done and on the community and so forth, and it just seems to me that everyone can relate to Olympic champions and people who've worked hard when they have their own passions and dreams and goals. So I think that's the really big contribution that everyone can feel in their heart from your work and determination. So on behalf of the community, again, I'd like to congratulate you on your Walk of Fame nomination and achievements, and wish you continued success in everything you choose to do going forward. Thank you for all you've done, and onward and upward. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, this is so great to be here. Thank you for being a part of this special presentation today in Ilderton to celebrate Canada's Walk of Fame Hometown Star unveiling for Tessa and Scott, and today especially for Scott Moyer. Thank you, Mayor, for your words and your support. It means a lot, I know, for us to be here. We are grateful to be in your beautiful town. I want to thank RBC, who partner with us on a national basis You've been there to support us along the way, and now in Sarnia yesterday, in Ilderton, and in London later today, you're helping us with our some days. So thank you, Francine, for your support. To Cineplex, you've been our partner since the beginning, and now telling more of our stories is very important in supporting our Hometown Star program. So thank you, Darren, for being here. Our board of directors and our small but mighty team at Canada's Walk of Fame are committed to making this a truly national organization so that we are honoring all of Canada and no longer just a one-night stand in Toronto, which is what we did for so many years. We're transforming Canada's Walk of Fame to mean more to more people more often. We're coming to the hometowns of our inductees and celebrating with their friends, their parents, their families, their teachers, their mentors, their coaches. It's because of this arena and the coffee shop down the street and the local grocery store. You people are part of Scott's story, part of the incredible success of Scott and Tessa. When Scott would make that long journey every morning from his house to this arena, and for so many years, it was you people who supported and made that possible. The people in this town that kept believing him every time he fell and got back up on his feet and tried again. The impact that all of you have had is forever part of their history. The Walk of Fame honor is focusing on the walk that Scott took, the journey and the obstacles that our inductees have overcome to get to great success. The stories of failure, of falling and rising, of skating figure eights millions of times to then be able to stand on Olympic podiums around the world. They are the stories that inspire and that we give hope to all young people that dreams can come true. And from a small and magical community like Ilderton, you can rise and become simply the best in the world. By telling these stories, we will inspire and we will empower more Canadians. Over the past 20 years, Canada's Walk of Fame has had 180 inductions. And on December 1st, 9 more great Canadians were inducted. Andy Kim, Andrea Martin, Leonard Cohen, Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, Jimmy Pattison, Colonel Chris Hadfield, whose Hometown Star we unveiled yesterday in Sarnia, and of course, Scott and Tessa today. These inductees are our teachers, our role models, our friends, and our heroes. They have worked so hard, had the greatest highs and greatest lows, and have persevered. They've overcome obstacles. They've had so many challenges and have become great examples of Canadian achievement. And so today I'm honored to be here in Ilderton to unveil Scott Moore's Hometown Star. Scott, you are not only a friend that means so much to me and my family, you and Tessa are true Canadian heroes. From your journey here in Ilderton to the arenas around the world. You inspire hope in a world that seems hopeless. You shine a light where there is so much dark, and you continue to give so much of yourself to the communities and the people around this great country. And you always do it with a smile and such kindness. And now you will continue to do this with your new fiancée, Jackie, who's here with us today. Congratulations. I would now like to bring 2 great people to the stage in the lives of Scott and Tessa, their coaches who flew in this morning to be here for them. Please welcome Marie-France Dubois and Patrice Lauzon.
Wow. All conversation. Thank you. Wow, thank you for that. Scott, Tessa, we are so honored to be here and celebrate you today in your hometown. We've been hearing about Ilderton for so long, and finally we're here to celebrate you and your achievements. You guys are legends in our sport. Everybody, I mean, from here watched you at Olympics and watched you skate with so much fire and passion. But today we want to tell everybody that on day-to-day base at the training rink, you have as much power, passion for the sport as you do at Olympics. And that, for us, is what made you champions. You impacted us, our lives as coaches. You've impacted the life of everyone that worked with you. You've impacted lives of people that trained with you. And you're leaving behind such a commitment to excellence and a work ethic that will stay for a long time.
Ron. She always does it. She says everything I want to say, and then I'm done. No, but I want to talk about their commitment to training and Scott's passion and fire, which gave me. I'm always super emotional. Sorry. My nicest memory in skating and in coaching came from training those two. I wouldn't even say the Olympics or World Championship, but actually training them every morning. Seeing them push each other, it was quite moving. I don't know why.
And also the way they encourage their colleagues and
yeah.
competitors on the ice and showed them that being a real athlete is also wishing good on the competitors and supporting them in their training, and then show up at competition and be your best selves and elevate to the next level. And that's what you did. So congratulations. You are true legends and people's champions.
Thank you.
So we created the Hometown Star program to celebrate inductees where it began for them and to give something back to the communities that they've been part of. They were part of the growth of our inductees. We're building stronger relationships with these communities across the country to contribute to the people that have helped our inductees. Canada's Walk of Fame is giving back in the hometowns in a charitable way that supports what they believe in. So today, we're thrilled to give $10,000 on behalf of Scott Moir to the Ilderton Lions Club, who since 1954 have provided over $1 million in financial support to various community organizations. They support scholarships in schools, equipment for boys and girls sports groups, such as hockey and basketball, soccer, equipment for the Scouts, Cubs, and Brownies. And they support various fairs and farm demonstrations, including the incredible Ilderton Fall Fair. So thank you. I want to thank my team who have been working so hard with the team here in Ilderton. Thank you, Jody, and Griffin, Ashley, and Max for your extremely great work. Thank you all for coming today, and we're now excited to unveil the special plaque with Scott and Tessa's star on it. And we're excited to announce that this plaque will live forever in Heritage Park here in Ilderton. Come on up, Scott. And let's do this unveiling. And why don't you bring that lady with you that hangs out with you all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest in the world, our friends, Scott Moir and Tessa Virtue. And Mayor Ina, will you come up as well? There we go. 150 down. We're going to lift it up. So we'll do from 10, 4, 3, 5, All right. You get to take the... You can do the podium.
Oh, thank you. That's probably good. I'm pretty easy going, yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming to the Ilderton Arena. We seem to have a history of coming to the arena in August for some reason, but it works out well for us. First person I have to thank, of course, is my business partner, my skating partner. Kiddo, can you believe this? Can you believe that that was our career and we got to share it together? And it's more special, I think, now than it ever has been to reflect on just how in sync we were throughout our career and how proud I am of us that we battled through adversity and obstacles and injuries to realize our ultimate goal, winning the Olympic champions a couple times. So thank you, Tessa. I'm so happy. I was worried that it was just going to be my name on the plaque, and then people in Ilderton would have been there at night etching in Tessa's name as well, because, I mean, everything that we did together, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It's such a special group of people in the room today. It's almost impossible to go through everybody individually, so I'll speak a bit more generally, and then I'll individually thank you all over a glass of champagne. Fame is an interesting word for me. I don't really care. I never cared about being famous. I still don't really think I am famous, and it took me a long time to wrap my head around why it's me. I always know why Tessa deserves to have a star on the Walk of Fame, but I don't truly understand or realize why I should. When I look at my friends, dairy farmers, electricians, very, very hardworking people who work just as hard as I do at what they do and contribute just as much to this community, it really bothered me until recently when I realized that this star isn't for me. It's not for me at all. It's about the accomplishments that Tessa and I had together, but what it's about is the people that supported us to get where we needed to be, where we wanted to be, where no one, if you ask Elma and Joe, could convince us otherwise where we were going to go. And it takes a village to raise a champion. But for Tessa and I, Ilderton was that village. Shh, don't tell the people in London this afternoon. This is special. But the people in this village and in this township are second to none, in my opinion, around the world. It's unbelievable support, and I can't ever imagine a community being more supportive of a little boy with a crazy dream. And I am so fortunate for that. When you drive into this town at all four corners, yeah, you see our names, but the thing I'm most proud of is that it's both of our names, because Ilderton always understood that. That was important to my heart, and I never forgot that. It's a big reason why the Lions Club is the recipient today of the $10,000. It had to stay in Ilderton. I'm very proud of what the Lions Club does. A group of people that get together, enjoy being a community together, and also make the money go to a great cause. That's amazing for me. When we grew up, Tessa and I, wanting to be figure skaters, there's so many big parts of our lives. But it all started here, the Ilderton Skating Club, with the same coach that both Tessa and I had, my Aunt Carol, and she's pretty good at picking partners, I will say that. This one seemed to last a little bit longer, and the first one that she gave me is now my fiance, so that works all right. So And I'm always inspired by the passion that my aunt and my mother and my family members, cousins, brothers, father and uncle still have for the Ilderton Skating Club, and what you do for young people in this community to be able to put on skates for the first time and enjoy their experience on the ice, which is uniquely Canadian in my opinion. And it just makes me so proud to be in the family. And Mom and Dad, it should be you up there at what you guys have given me. Always so supportive, never stepping in. We always felt like we were the luckiest kids to have those parents who would remortgage their house a couple times so we could go skate in Detroit or whatever it was, but never ask why. And to me, that was so huge in our career. I wasn't expecting to see Patrice and Marie-France here today. Let's go there for a couple minutes because they're truly the most inspirational story in Canadian figure skating, in my opinion. They were Canadian champions. Obviously, everybody in this community knows they were the Canadian champions before us. They were always looking out for us, even as competitors. Even when I was the annoying 16-year-old coming into the change room, and all my buddies know what my attitude was like when I was 16. The whole community knows I was a little bit cocky. But Patrice always looked out for me. Marie-France always looked out for Tessa. They taught us how to be adults. They taught us how to be professionals on the competition ice and on the show ice. Many lessons that we still take with us today. And then when we walked into their skating school and the way that they accepted us, this is a Canadian story I don't think that's told as much as it should be. Patrice and Marie-France have the best figure skating school in the world, hands down, in Montreal, where they're making, I won't speak for you, but they have opportunities elsewhere in the world, and they choose to bring it here to Canada and bring the world to Canada in order to have the most successful ice dance school. And I'm so proud of you guys for that, and no one deserves it more. Why do we do this apart from each other? This is awful.
I got you. You can.
Thank you. Patch, something about you, brother. I don't know what it is. You've been able to control that fire in me, but still let it burn bright and make me into the person I am today. And I can't think of any other person who's had quite the impact that you've had on me. And anytime that you call me, my phone will always be on for you. I love you so much, man. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Everybody else. How do I do that? Now everybody else. I could go on all day, and I might still, so sit tight, but this community is so special. I know that I've touched on that already, but every time in our life that we've accomplished something, we've always come home to banners on the door, to signs on the arena, to celebrations here at the arena that I don't know are gonna happen, like today. And that support urged us on more than you can ever imagine. Being an athlete, especially being figure skaters, we found it quite lonely and dark at times. And I think we had one of the best journeys that you could possibly have. And we relied on this community. And you were there for us, and you were there for me. And I'll never forget that. So the reason why I'm the most excited about this star is even though it says our name, I think, it stands for what we accomplished as a community. And the support that everybody gave me. Paul McIntosh, Suzanne Killing, our first coaches, Western Ontario, Brian Gastaldi, Maria Mountain, lovely people in this community that just step up and make a difference in young people's lives like us. And many of the stories that you don't hear, that don't get stars on the Walk of Fame, they're doing the same. And that's what this star stands for. It stands for the next generation. I look down at my beautiful niece and nephews down here, and I just can't wait for them to go and chase their dreams. Any kid in this country should have limitless opportunities. That's what Canada is all about. And I can say that I'm very proud of this community because I think that they're doing a great job of living out their Canadian promise. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you very much. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you so much.